I'm trying to compare. So I understand the hourly work on it. That the hours
Yeah,
break up,
because
and you get drained. So I understand.
um,
Make an appointment with your doctor. Yeah,
Go ahead, Jasmine. Become a
I
nurse, man.
wanted.
We need a nurse in the group, man.
I
I
might
could.
just do
Shit,
it
I'm basically a nurse in
after.
the fucking group. All right, people. Nah.
Joseph,
What?
I know.
What did Joseph say?
shit, shit. He basically a nurse, basically.
Who? Oh,
Joe.
Joe, cause he been at the hospital so much.
Yeah.
Not even that.
Not even.
It's not about
It's,
being in the hospital.
it's about what you do for other people.
What, Joe?
What he do with other people. He did so much stuff. He might would say he a nurse.
You know how many bandages I've changed, medicine I've gave, syringes I've injected. Like
Oh
Over your arm, you know
no!
the
Wait a
routine. You
minute.
I
collecting the
literally,
risks.
I literally have a section in my room that's just filled with medical stuff, and it's in my room. What? I don't need none of it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I have little catalogs of like things I used to do. I have
Excuse me.
every medicine. Like
Yep. Get that. Go ahead. Get that in your little vocabulary. Right there in your little dictionary, Jay. Already. I feel you. Me and my grandmother, we got a giant little It's this plastic in there that have she like hot balls a lot. You know, flaming Jane candies. So she got a big drain of that full of medical bottles, papers me and her wrote, papers I wrote to kind of make her remember. I got papers on her wall to remember for to explain the prescriptions and break it down. And I said, well, I'll be at work, so you're not gonna be able to call me. I'm working. So I wrote all that down for her. I mean,
my
this and that. I
sister
got
has wounds.
pads. I got papers from the doctors explaining which medicine takes with what and which one's not to combine with what. What she's supposed to. Yeah, yeah, Joe. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
I used to divide my mom's medicine, like when she was drinking like the hardcore stuff, the vitamins. I used to divide them on Ziploc baggies and used to write at what time she's supposed to drink it.
Man. Ooh.
Yeah, better than me, cause
That's what I'm telling her. I said, don't your son supposed to be doing this? She's like, I don't trust that man with my medicine. I'm like, oh.
damn. Wait a minute. That's not something you could just say, bro.
Nah, cause it's not saying he gonna do something crazy. It's just the fact he probably won't remember to do something correct.
Okay, that's even worse.
Yeah, it is. But I'm just
It's just
saying.
like my mom not trusting David to do certain things, and she put me to do it just because.
Cause I remember she used to when she used to go to the hospital a lot because she got something. She just explained it to me because they actually just figured out what it was. Anyway, it's something she got a fungal, like it's like a fungal bacteria disease or something like that in her stomach, and it kind of like
Yeah.
travels to her throat and it kind of swells her throat up, so she can't really like swallow or like breathe a little bit. So when she feel that's happening, they gave her some mouthwash to use, but it really don't work. It works, but like
Wait,
only after like you get the. It's hard to explain because you're supposed to catch it before it actually swells up your throat, and she don't really use mouthwash all the time, so she don't use it like that. But it locks her throat up, and then she got to go to the hospital. And she was telling me that, oh, I'd rather have you go to the hospital, but I don't want none of them to go. I'm like, Ma, but we already talked about this because she had to talk with me because I was telling her when we was at the hospital one time, I was falling asleep while the doctors was talking to her on her bed because I was tired. And she was like, and she said when we got home, she was like, well, I know you be tired, you don't really feel like going, but so I'm gonna have Pick and Naya and all of them to go, stuff like that. I said, well, Ma, it's kind of they're at the age that you took me when I had to go do things. So I mean, it's about time for them to start getting out there doing it too.
What about your older brother?
Oh, you thought Shane?
Yeah? Like, what the
The
fuck?
fuck? What'd you just
Like, what
say?
the fuck?
What'd you just say? This
Why
nigga,
don't
I
he be
mean,
doing shit?
man, the only thing I can say he just started really doing is going to her doctor's appointments with her, and that's only because
But what do you mean starting? He's the oldest amongst
uh
the
huh,
four of you guys.
uh huh,
Or the three of you guys. Like,
uh
what the
huh.
fuck?
Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know.
Nah, that's weird.
It's not weird. It's fucking sad. Sad.
He on that weird shit.
He's on that easy shit.
No, low key, cause like I was just telling my mom this. I'd be like, bro, I feel like subconsciously, not that I would be harder if I had a first son, but like there's no excuses you can have to not have the oldest grandson, the oldest son acting the way they be acting, cause it's like put the same amount of responsibility you would if you had a first daughter, bro. The same way you would
Hmm.
prepare your first daughter, you're supposed to prepare your first son, if not more, because that man is about to be responsible for whoever that he ends up taking care like
My brother
of,
said
like
he don't
whoever
want
he
kids.
takes care of.
My brother said he don't want kids.
I understand that. I'm just saying like hypothetically, not even
Hmm.
just him. It's just like
In generally, yeah. I which I
you
said I
just
don't.
told you
Mm,
told me he was in a whole relationship. Like how is he gonna expect to be in another relationship if he can't even
I don't even think he even
take
wants to
some.
be. I think he just needs something to fill up the void. I
Yeah, he
think.
need therapy.
Because yeah, he yes he do.
you need more than therapy.
What how he did it. I blame him, but I don't. He kind of like broke parts of his memory away. So like him before the fire, he don't try to remember all of that. So he don't remember it or try to remember it. So that's when I like, she remember when me, you, and mommy did this? We did that? Oh no, I don't remember that. I don't remember none of that. And he just said it like that. He just carry on. I was like, oh well, okay, never mind. You don't remember it.
Nah,
I don't
he's
get time.
disassociating, bruh.
Yeah. Uh
Fool.
huh.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So he trying to break everything apart like that. So I don't blame him because my grandmother told me that like my mom really didn't really want him. She was trying to give him away and stuff like that. So I was like, and then like when she told me, like I came in the room and I was like I was mad at him because like he got on my nerves and I was like, I
Dang, let
see
me
why
go
he
easy
act
on
like
him.
that now. I see why he act like that. And I
Yeah,
was like, damn.
that makes sense.
And then they were saying, "Oh, my mom was doing extra stuff for me and stuff like that, and she made sure to take care of me." But when they had my brother, and he was like, "Whatever, they did whatever, she did whatever." I'm like, "Yo, like, y'all
Dang,
making me
Jesus.
feel bad, like." And everybody already look at me like a golden child because I do this, and my grandma was always coming to me with this and that. She always said, "Oh, my grandson, the future," you know what I'm saying? And I was like, y'all make me feel bad, and I wasn't
I
even able to be put
mean,
into a
cause
situation
low
for me to
key is not
even.
on you.
But I feel it because
Yeah.
it's me that it's happening to. It's not happening
No,
to
but my thing is, maybe if they was a little bit more responsible
true that.
and put in their effort.
And then they're gonna say, "Well, oh, you saying because I'm not responsible enough to do this and that? I'm not
No,
this and
being
that. I'm not able to do
responsible
this and that."
doesn't. Being responsible has different categories. So you being able to like be there, you being able to help, you being able to like put your word on it. Like if you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna be there and there, I'm gonna do this and this," you gotta be able to
Back it up.
like do it and keep your word.
Hmm.
Cause that's why
Well,
my mom don't play with me. She's like, if I promise her I'm gonna do something this weekend, I have to do it that weekend. If she not, she's gonna grill me even after the fact I did,
you
even
didn't
if I
do.
did it late.
Mhm.
No, like I promised her I did it the weekend and I do it Wednesday. She grilling me until I do it and after I do it.
Yeah.
So
The only thing is, I feel like now knowing that, cause I remember like a couple months ago, or almost over a year ago, you was just like, oh yeah, I don't know why he's upset with my mom. Like he just always has this grudge, or he doesn't care about her or whatever. But that all makes sense. And your brother kind of grew up like how my dad was, and it's so crazy to even hear like what he's going through because that's literally what happened. Like they had him. My grandmother was kind of like she loved him, but it was not like to the extent when my uncle was born, the second one. And like everybody looks at him as like the go-to. Everybody go to yard, da da da. Like he's the one that's gonna own the business, and he's the one that's so responsible. He has kids, the cars, the house. He's about to buy another house. It's like they look at this man as like amazing, and they look at my dad like you're the failure, like, oh, that's why you didn't do this and that, even though I don't know. Like now, I kind of feel
Yeah,
bad for your
it's
brother, bro.
see,
That's
it's,
crazy.
but I told I
And
don't
you,
care. I told him because I feel bad. I at that time I did. Right now I kind of don't because instead of him like saying okay I'm not all these things or I don't feel this way or whatever or keeping all it in, he just keep running with it. So that's why I
no,
don't
but
feel
like,
bad with it no more. I don't feel bad.
yeah, you don't have to feel
I don't
bad.
you know.
It's because not your responsibility, but what he needs, the reason why he's not coping with it right is because he doesn't, maybe doesn't know how to, and he feels like what he's doing right now is like his way of saying, okay, this is gonna make me okay. Like whatever I'm
Yeah.
doing, I know I'm gonna
Mhm.
be okay.
I know, but
So I wish him
I'm
therapy.
tired of it. I'm tired of talking to him. She like,
No.
and then my dad and my grandma. Oh, you need to talk to your bro. I'm like,
That's not your. You know, what's so crazy, Demetrius.
shit is crazy.
You remember when I joined the party and I was telling you what happened, and you told me what your grandmother told
Mhm.
you. So I was upstairs, right? While me and my mom was hashing it out. My sister was in the room because she was doing the thing on my computer, and she was talking, and I was saying what I was frustrated about, and she was like, and I think what brought it up was that I hated the fact that Lydia said that I didn't do nothing for her. Like we
Mm.
were arguing one day, and she was just like, "That's why you don't do nothing for me. Like all this and that. I'm always by myself. All this." And I think in the midst of us talking about what happened today, like I brought that up. I was like, "You over here getting mad at me when I say I have to do things by myself and I have to figure it out, but Diaz said the same thing, blah blah blah." And she was like, "When did Diaz say that? I didn't know you was feeling like this, whatever." Cause like I get on my siblings about like a lot of things. Like you just saw me, I instantly called her on the phone, made her apply to a job, and I did it for her. But
Mhm.
like those are the things that get overlooked, in my opinion.
Oh no,
And I
same
told
way
my
with
mom,
same thing with Shame. I be he was like, hey, bro, can you typical thing like washing my clothes with his clothes. I don't care.
hmm
I don't mind that. I'm going downstairs wash clothes. You just throw it in my power. I'm watching it. I told him, hey, can you wash my vest and my pants and my shirt for work tomorrow? I mean, I wasn't gonna do it now. And when I seen him grab his clothes, I wasn't gonna do it now. I was probably gonna do it a little later. And and yeah, I was going out here to go to the bathroom and get some water. And I'm like, that's bro, you can't wash my clothes. I said, is it that? Is it my clothes or your clothes? Like it's like
nah, like that's Liddy be trying to do that. Liddy be trying to do that. I be like, fuck no, bro. Keep your clothes on your hamper. I keep my clothes on my hamper, bro. Don't mix my clothes with your clothes. No, I ain't doing that. But I'm talking about so no. She was telling. I don't know if you guys know like this Bible story, like the story of Job. I think that's how you say it, because that's my parents' favorite Bible story that they used to tell us. Not to get too religious. It's like my parents are not religious, but
well,
they
I haven't
told
been
us
to
the
church in a
story.
minute anyway, so go ahead. I
Nah.
think I need it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Jail run, jail run.
No, I'm dead ass.
So she was, and I remember she was always telling me this. So she was like, okay, the story of Job. In Ethiopia, we call it Eob, but it's Job in American. So, so there was this guy that was like super wealthy. He had a lot of beautiful kids and like a really loving wife. And he was living the life. Like everything was nice, everything was cool. And the devil and God, they were talking, and the devil came to God and was like, you know, Job, he don't appreciate you because he already has everything that he wants. What does he have to be thankful for if you give him everything that he wants? God is like, no, that's not how that works. Like, he loves me. I know he loves me. Like, how do I prove, not that how do I prove to you? I think it was like in the lines of like, I'm gonna prove to you that Job likes or like loves me and he worships me, whatever, whatever. So little by little, God kind of takes certain things out of his life. So his kids die. Job's still praying to God like he was before he even lost them. And then he lost his house, and his wife was upset, and she got sick, so she died. And while all this is happening, Job is still praying to God and saying like, I'm thankful for everything that you're doing, like not doing for me, but like you've done for me. That's like this normal prayer we all should be praying. Like that's something my mom slipped in. She's like, everybody should be praying. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. And then the neighbor that was next to him even came to him and say, look, God is taking everything from you. Like, why do you, like, you should just give up. Why are you still, whatever. And Job didn't listen to him. He was still like, no, God is my savior, blah, blah, blah. So after he lost everything, he was homeless and everything, he got technically everything back and then some, like tenfold, because he technically proved to God that no matter how bad it gets, he still acknowledges that there's a God, you know, like one of the things when I was younger, this sidetrack though. One of the things that used to bother me when I was friends with Domingo and like things was getting like kind of bad for him, like I'm talking about bad bad, he would always say like F God and all this and like start talking like real bad about him around me when we were in middle school. And I would always say like, why are you blaming him? And it would just always bring me back to that story. So even in situations where like my job and all of that, because like I feel like me and my mom, the reason I'm bringing that up is not to just bring it up. It's like what's been going around this house like lately, like Lydia going through what she's going through at Target and what I was going through at Target and what my mom was going through at the job, kind of brought us back to the moment where we were kind of like talking about it. Because then my mom was, I think Nadia told my mom, she was like, you know, you always put the reason why we don't feel like we need to do the things that Sada is doing now is because you always left it up to her to teach us after she figured it out. Like
Mm.
you never pressured us the way you guys pressured her, and you guys always said, "Don't worry, guys. Like you guys don't have to worry about it because Sada's gonna teach you. Sarah's gonna teach you. Don't even worry about it." And when it came time for me to for them to do it, I'm over here getting mad at them that they're not doing it because I did it on my own. And then my mom kind of switched up. She was like, "Okay, the real reason why we left it up to you is because you have to understand we're 20 years behind from what you know because we came here to this country at a really older age than expected. Like my mom didn't know what elementary school was like in America. So like everything that I was learning in elementary school, I was teaching it to I was teaching it to the younger ones because my parents couldn't help me with homework, and it just gradually came with like anything that I started learning in America, I had to teach them to the point where I just got tired and I was just like, forget it. So after she told me that, I was like, it just brought me back because I told my mom what your grandmother told you. And she was like, see, I told you. This is what I was teaching you guys at a young age. Like, you're being tested, like, moments like this. So it takes me back to this fucking driving thing. Because she even told me, look, it's not that I don't want you to take it. It's just because this is just the circumstances. I feel like we're rushing, blah, blah, blah. And I want to enjoy the holiday with you guys and all that. And I was like, I understand. But then I told her my part. She was like, I understand. So it's technically up to me whether or not I go and stuff. But
Well, at least your family can go around and talk like that to each other. My family, Jeez
I feel like the
Louise.
party was too quiet. I was kind of nervous. I was like, maybe I'm talking too much. But yeah,
No, I would say I was listening.
yeah,
We are. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
you
we are.
talking too much.
no. Joseph, Joseph, my feelings are hurt now, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god,
Oh,
bro. Chill. Did you say oh?
oh. Feel like I care.
Just I don't give a fuck. My power
Joseph.
went out all day.
Man, fuck your power, fuck your everything, bro.
That is crazy though.
Yeah, it kind of made me feel better. After that, me and my mom hugged it out, so I guess we cool, whatever.
Oh.
Hmm.
No, I don't want to hear it from you, Joe. I kind of already have my feelings. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh shit.
Mm.
So, yeah, kind of scared for Monday. I don't want to go. Actually, I should tell her if I fail, I could take it the next day, so she doesn't.
She gonna say, "What
But
is
when
you to
they,
be worried about then? You can take it the
that's
next
what she
day."
told me.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's what she's gonna say. I'm gonna be like, she, she's something else, man. She
Nah, that's what shit I
different.
say. That's what I said. I'm gonna make sure I have kids and that they'll go through all of this shit that I'm going through. And here, I was telling my grandma that the other day I came in for work, and she was like, cause she was just talking to me, just talking about, just talking. And I told her, I said, Mom, see, this is why when I get my kids, they're not gonna go through what I'm going through. They ain't gonna do none of this. Oh, I was thinking I was talking about I was talking about the house. Like, I was saying something about the house. I said we're not gonna be worried about who eating my food I put in the refrigerator and none of that. We ain't doing none of that. She ain't doing none of that.
But that depends. No, but that depends if you have a lot of kids. Like if you have a lot of kids, you're gonna go through that.
I probably want like two or three,
Yeah, so you're
honestly.
not gonna worry about that as much as
Yeah.
having four, five,
Yeah, I
six
don't know who the
kids.
fuck my
Like,
mom was talking about. Shit like shit. Then they
wait,
gonna leave.
chill, cause I want four kids. Wait a minute, stop, chill.
Sarah, do I need to start a
Nah,
documentary
bro.
for you? Like,
I want all boys and one girl.
no, Jasmine. That's how it is with me. Naya, she gonna
Okay?
your daughter's gonna be a tomboy. That's exactly what Naya is.
Okay, and that's what I wanted to be.
Okay, she gonna be okay. Naya,
No, I
Not
want
she's
her to
about
have a
what you
sister,
want. It's
bro.
about what the child is.
I was just about to say, like my grandmother said the same thing. She was like, "Oh, I want all boys and one girl," and my mom hates her for that. She wouldn't let her go to this day. And now my grandmother crying is like, "Yeah, I do feel bad that I didn't give your mom a sister. Like, she has nobody. She doesn't talk to nobody. She's so closed off and all that." Even my mom, she told me, "Uh, I'm not. You better make sure your daughter has a sister. Like, I'm not even playing with you." So even when I told my mom, I was like, "Yeah, Jasmine only wants one daughter and two kids." She was like, "Please don't.
You can't
Please
really
tell her.
control that
Do I
though.
need?" And now you can't, but it's like that will be your hope. And my mom believes in like when you say it, it'll
it
happen.
happened.
Like for her, she always said that
Manifesting
she
it.
wanted more girls than boys, and that's what happened. I feel like for us anyway, word of mouth is kind of have a certain type of power because you're manifesting it, you're praying for it.
My mom literally says the exact same thing. So like she'd be like, "Don't say nothing that you don't like really mean it to happen, bruh."
Exactly. So that's why my mom is like scared for you because you over here like really like saying it like proudly, and when it happens and you see, even if it may or may not be a struggle for your daughter, but it's like to know that she'll see
I
certain
mean,
things
there
her
was like,
brothers,
I mean, there's no difference because I grew up with all boys and I loved it.
but you don't know if she
We,
would like
I'm about to say
it's
Naya,
this different.
she literally like will just rather go out with her friends and stay in the house. And my grandmother hate that shit. My grandmother hate that shit.
I
Why?
mean, maybe because I wanted a
She
boy.
said
When
like
David was born, oh my
if
bad,
Hmm.
go ahead.
since she said since like I don't I don't know. It's
She feels like she'll get into trouble.
yeah, yeah.
She'd be alright.
So
She'd be.
I don't know. Naya be wilding lately. She been wilding lately. Because I'm gonna tell you this. Then I'm gonna get back to
What?
that. Cause she tried to like, her mouth almost got her fucking, caught up.
Uh,
She not with me. Fuck you talking about. But I had
bro,
work.
I'm talking about
Nah,
your
nah, nah, nah,
grandma.
nah. Cause she's grown up and she's like thinking that she can, you know what I'm saying? Since my
She
grandmother
thinks
been
she
trying to
grown.
be trying to be lightly with her and shit like that. She gonna tell
Hmm.
me. My grandmother had to she had to go to her doctor appointment and I was coming home from work. and it was like 9. She had to go around, or she got to go around like 9:10 to her doctor's appointment. I come around 9. And I'm gonna go right out the door. I said, "Nah, that ain't happening." I said, "Nah, why would you just go?" She said, "Why can't you?" I said, "What the fuck you just? What you just say?" And I said it like that, but my grandmother was like in the front row. She got to hurt me, but she told me this like the next day. And I was like, "Nah, listen, bro, we ain't had no
Yeah.
choice what we want to do. JJ don't even speak to
Mhm.
nobody like well JJ do. They both out of line, but
Yeah, they younger siblings, bro.
man, they tripping like
So it's the
lucky.
fucking.
Ooh, like it made
Mm.
me so fucking mad. Like sorry, when I say me yelling like that, I get in trouble for that when I was young.
Demetrius, my brother feels so comfortable telling his father, you know what? Fine, whatever. I don't care.
Mm-mm.
My dad's just literally sitting there like,
Mm-mm.
bro, why are you
My dad do the
tripping?
same
That's how
thing.
my dad said it. He'd be like, why are you tripping, bro? Like, why are you speaking so
Ooh,
nice like
horrible,
that?
horrible,
Sound like
horrible.
a 20.
Oh, I went to my brother. I'm like, bro, you can't disrespect him. He's like, well, he don't be saying nothing just cause me and him was legit arguing. It's like, well, just cause he used to say something to you guys don't mean that I don't got no right to say something. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
oh, you can talk like
Mm-mm.
that to your parents, but you're not gonna talk like that with me because I went through too much for you to be talking to me like that. Like,
You sound
oh,
like they mother.
he really got me heated just thinking about it, bro. Cause that day was not a
Mm-mm.
good day
Yeah,
for him.
I tell you this all the time. I got this scars on my
Mm,
body. Is Shane get in trouble because I'm with him? We both in trouble. We both get hurt.
Come here.
me and Lydia.
Come on.
Mm.
Like, bro, we both get in trouble. He want to be smart. Now we both not playing the game. Because like,
No, that's crazy.
like nah, for real. Like
Man.
nah, man. And then they just badmouth and talking, doing whatever. I was like, y'all lucky I'm back. I'm like, ma, you was sick and you was still whooping the like. Let's be honest here.
Mhm.
Let's be honest here. My dad, no, my dad kind of like, no, my dad can't. My dad, I'm afraid when my dad get mad and try to hurt them because let me tell you, let me tell you this. So I think when we first moved back, cause we've been here for like 5 years, something like that, 5 6 years. I think I don't remember, but
After the fire.
yeah. Um, so we used to have this heater. Keep in mind, it's carpet downstairs. My dad wanted carpet. My grandmother can't stand it, and that's one of the
Simba.
reason why she kind of get mad when it flood down there because she said, well, if it wasn't no carpet down there, he wouldn't be too mad. He could just mop it up and just deal with it like that. But since it's carpet, since he a carpet guy, he gotta like pull the carpet back, clean it, dry it, and yada. And he get mad and he say, oh, yeah, I need it. It is a long story with that, but it was carpet downstairs and it was a heater, but the heater was like I don't know what happened, but it was like oh no, he said my dad said my brother kicked some water over in his glass and it was on the floor. But my dad didn't know it was water on the floor because it was carpet. And he said that the socket, the electrical little outlet, it was like an outlet, the plug, it was like right on it. So my dad said he told Jay, he said Jay, make sure you turn the heater off because Jay was sleeping in there with him because he always did when we was young. Well, he was young, so he's sleeping in the
Mhm.
bed with my dad. And Jay said, "All right, Dad, I'm gonna do it. I got you." Tell me why. My dad said when he was getting up and going to work, he said that he stepped in that water and he got shocked, bro. Like not no some shock. No, he got shocked. Like it was like 5 a.m., bro. My dad said he almost killed JJ down there, and like it was so
Nah,
bad.
bro.
Like JJ came upstairs, so like my dad like to pinch. Like he don't punch like how he used to punch me and Sheen. He pinched him. He pinched him. But
Pinch.
this
Like,
pinch
what the
right
fuck that
here,
gonna do?
no, no, no. This pinch he did, Sarah. He pinched JJ. He twisted it, and then he lifted
Mm.
him up on the wall with his pinch.
Uh-uh.
That's how angry it is. And I know my dad don't be. I know how angry my dad is by the color of his eyes. When he came upstairs, because you know how you wake up and you look like you just woke up. Imagine somebody face
Mhm.
like that with their eyes like bloodshot red. Like,
Fuck no.
yo, when JJ holding his chest, holding his arms, and crying. My grandma said, "What? Because she thinks something's wrong. You know her. She thinks something wrong."
Yeah.
My dad comes and said, "You hear him? Yeah, yeah. Just got electrocuted. I told this boy to turn it off, and then I'm like, and I'm waking up. Me and she like, what happened? What's wrong? Boy, I told Jay turn off the heater and stuff like that, and now I got electrocuted. Almost died down there. And the boy sitting there asleep. He laughing at me, and he said he was laughing at him, and I was like,
No, don't
no,
do
because JJ,
that.
See, when my dad did when JJ was like a baby, and 'cause since my mom, like I told you, my mom left, so he was taking care of JJ when he was like young, like I won't say
A
toddler, but like
baby.
3, 4, 5, around that,
Oh, it's a
So
baby.
he was feeding this nigga GMC. You know GMC, like the pre-workouts and the heavy like pre-workouts. So that nigga's already, you know, he off a little bit.
What?
So yeah,
He off
yeah,
a little. What does that mean?
JJ, just know he's off a little bit. So he can be crazy when he want
No.
to be crazy. So I don't know if he was trying to kill my dad.
No, no, no. Wait a minute.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Hey yo.
JJ don't remember
What
him
the
drinking under
fuck?
GMC and shit. My dad, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Child
I put that
Protective
together.
Services?
I put that together.
What
I told
the fuck?
my grandma said, what is GMC? I'm like, you don't know.
Let me look that shit up. I'm about to say, wait a minute.
GMC
GNC.
is a brand.
Drinks?
No, it's not like alcohol. It's like it's an
Oh,
SUV brand, right?
GNC.
It's an SUV van. Jane, but it's had they was partnered with it's
SUV.
yeah, but it was pre-workout. It was like pre-workout, but it was like the heavy duty pre
There's
like it was hard to explain.
GMC is like vitamins and like where they sell there's like they sell
Yeah,
vitamins and protein powders
yeah,
and like
yeah.
when you go to the gym and you get certain powders
Oh.
But
for your
You
it
know.
was for
workout.
adults though. It wasn't like
Oh,
it was that
fuck
heavy.
no.
Yeah, yeah. So JJ is hyperactive. The nigga, it got so bad that the school sit here and said that he needed to be put in special classes. And I said, JJ, I said, you know what they saying, right?
What
He
the
said, no, what are they
fuck?
saying? He normal person, like he normal as crap, but it just that I don't see what happened in school. But they said that he needed to be put in a special class curriculum, meaning like not special ed, but like special
Yeah.
courses to help him like really catch up and stuff like that. And I'm like, Jay, what are you doing at school? I'm just doing all my work. And the other, I'm like, you sure?
No,
And
wait
then
a minute.
my other
No.
grandmother was the information grandmother. Like she got into the nitty gritty. She said, I'm gonna call the school right now. I said, you gonna call the school? I called her G. I said, G, you gonna call the school? And she was like, yeah, I'm calling them right now. They're actually on the phone. Hold on, give me a second. I'm like,
Your mom's mom.
my mom's mom. I call her
Yeah.
G, and I call my grandmother. I
Okay.
call her Ma. That's my
Okay.
dad's mom. So I was like, G, so what's the school saying? Well,
Wait, which
damn
one's your
well,
mom's mom?
you said which one's my mom's mom? It's the I think you've seen it,
One
the
you live with
skinny.
now, right?
No,
Oh
my
no,
mom's
Mm-mm.
mom is the
the other
skinny
one.
one. My skinny, yeah, the skinny one.
Okay,
My
yeah,
other grandma
the
is
scary one.
this.
Oh my god. Loki, she did look mean back then, bro.
Nah, who? Wait. You talking about my skinny one, Joseph, or my grandmother?
Yeah,
The skinny one.
Oh
the
yeah, she's
skinny one.
scary. She's scary as shit. My grandma got a she got a
Look, I
smart
said she
ass.
named Carl Boy. I said something, so she named as I was like, okay.
Yeah, yeah. She
Yeah.
no, but she not. She really don't be hearing like that sometimes. Like she think a lot. She overthinking. Like so she be talking to herself. Like I remember we was she was taking me to the bank one time. She was like, I'm like, huh? She said what? I'm like, go ahead, pull up for
Regis.
me. Go ahead, pull
Oh
over
my
for me.
god.
She said, don't mind me. I'm just
Regis.
talking to myself. I'm like, yeah.
Regis.
Yeah.
What the
I swear to God. I swear to God. I like G. I say, you talk to yourself?
Nah.
She's like, I mean, talking to yourself not bad. I mean, everybody got to talk to themselves. I'm like, don't you
Not
do
in
that
front of people.
without speaking? Like I said, my grandmothers,
Nah.
they don't care. They don't play. I remember I kind of got smart with her. She said, you going to get smart with me? Yeah, I can go home right now.
Mm.
And she just took us over to, bro. Tell me why she picked us up because you go over my grandmother's house. And we kind of got on. We kind of was already upset because my dad, he didn't really like us taking her taking me and Sheem over there. Besides me, Sheem, and Nye and Jay, because we leave Nye and JJ home, and then we go over there, bring home snacks and money because she gave us allowance and new clothes, and then they don't have it, or we bring out something, but it's not like what we got or something like that. So he ain't like that. Which I mean, that means do you just step up and do your job more because there's only two of them. But hey, that's just my point of view. I'm not even, but I was already upset because he was running out of my. He always did it every Friday. Like I don't know what was wrong with him. When I was younger, that nigga, yo. But now he know better not to do that. He know better.
Cause
But
you
yeah, he
guys
know
are
better.
grown.
I had all no, I had all his paperwork, every single last one of them. So he know not to even. He know better. My grandma know better too. Yeah, well, I gotta say it like that because her porch open.
I was about to say.
Like I
I
said, she
was
know
about to
better
say.
too. Fuck you talking about? I ain't scared. Scared.
Okay, why don't you go in the
I was
room?
looking around. I was looking around the door though.
I was about to say,
But
well, you go in there and go say that shit.
but nah, I
Mm,
mean maybe.
okay.
But
Mm, 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 mm.
but yeah. So Jay. But anyway, she got mad at us because we was kind of already upset. She said to get home anyway, and she literally said, "Pack your shit up. We can go back home right gonna your house." So we can really
Mm.
we went right back home that next Friday, the same Friday, the same day. Like we didn't even have a chance to eat our
Damn.
food. We went right back in the same.
Damn.
And I was like, man, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
You
And
said
then
that?
that's what Sheem said. I told Sheem, I said, I don't really,
Ah, that's
it is
crazy.
what it is. I'm not really stressing because it really wasn't me. It was Sheem. Sheem always had the mouth. So
Yeah, so
I
I
tell her,
told her
well,
once.
I just say okay. I say, all right, it's fine, it's cool.
You and Lydia. All
And
y'all know
then,
how to say is okay.
all right, it's cool. All right, bet. Okay. Yeah, dead ass. That's exactly what I do. She was like, I don't really care. I mean, we can. Hey, I don't. It is what it is. I don't care. And this nigga short as shit. Like, come on. About the same
Don't
time as my
do
grandmother.
that.
Let's be honest. No, no,
Don't.
because he be getting me in trouble. I told him, I said, bro, shut up, bro. We gonna go home, bro. I don't care. And I said, I'm like, bro, I can literally see her turning around, about to go ahead, like,
No,
or
I'm
like
biased because I
we,
be doing that.
and then she, for instance, like we was on the phone with her one time. She was like, all right, I'm on my way, but she said it's around 6 p.m. and
Hmm.
okay, you on your way? That's cool. I said, so should we be getting ready? Oh yeah, get yourself ready. I'll be down. I'll be coming down the hill because the hill in front of my house. I'll be coming down the hill in about 5 minutes. Hour passed. 2 hours passed. 3 hours passed. My brother's like, what's going on? We stay in the front room. Like, I'm trying to go. We got the PlayStation plugged in. I was like, I'll plug it back up, man. She's taking all day. So he called her. I'm like, she said she'd be, just wait. Nah, I don't want to get all like hyped up. And then I'm like, bro, she always come pick us up. What are you talking about? I just want to sit right here in the front room like we about to leave it. We ain't leaving right now. We got our coats on and stuff. Everybody asks where you about to go. And we still seeing for 3 hours. So I'm like, Shim, okay, call her. It's up to you, bro. Call her. I'm not really stressed. She get here three, clear, the 2 in the morning. I don't give a fuck. She get. I don't want to be here no more. I want to go over her house. So that's why I don't say nothing. But he called it. Yeah, grandmother. Could they call her grandmother? Grandmother. When are you still on your way? Yeah, that they call her grandmother. Grandmother. I used to call her grandmother too, but I call her G now. But she's like, grandmother. When are you? Did you say you was on your way about 3 hours ago? And I can hear. I said I'll be here when I be here. Why are you calling? Why you calling driving? And I'm like, there she go, there she go. I felt it. She, you said you was gonna be here already. I'm just trying to see where you at. Where you at? Where you now? I'm shopping. I said bye. So she hang up. Man, she out there shopping. I'm not about to sit right here and sit in front of
Nah.
him, and I'm about to go ahead and just play PlayStation up and play the game. I'm like, okay,
But he could
go
say
ahead.
that.
So I took my coat off, but I still was ready. If she up, I'm going and go ahead and leave. So I went in the room just chill out. So now past hour 45 and WWE came on. Usually we watch WWE on my grandmother's house. We do it every Friday. Friday Night SmackDown. Friday Night Raw, one of the fucking things I had.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
we watch it every week we watch it. We have it and they have it on for us when we go over to my grandmother's house. And I was watching laying down. So I thought I went to sleep a little bit. I dozed off. And I woke up it was about 10 going on 11. Sheen still playing the game. I said, Sheen, I said, did you call out grandmother? And he's like, yeah. I said, so what did she say? She said she wasn't coming no more. I'm like, what? What did she say that? She said because I called her and she kind of got mad because she was driving again and she said you keep calling me, you irritating me. I will not pick you up till tomorrow or Sunday. And then I go to church and I go smack home. And I said, she, what did you say? What did you say for her to sit here and be that bad? And I called. I said, gee, what happened? I was asleep. Oh, your brother just don't know when to shut up. Him and his smart mouth. He gotta learn. I'm like, well, he gotta learn. Can you pick me up? Like, and, and then
That's
she's like, no,
crazy.
it's not. It's not gonna be fair. And then my dad was like, if it's not all four of y'all, one of y'all. What did he say? He said, if it's not all four of y'all, one don't do it. He said, if all four of y'all don't get it, none of y'all get it. Some stupid like that. I'm like, bro, you make
Yes.
stupid. 'Cause I remember one time we went, me and Shane walked the Popeyes. So we used to walk up the Popeyes a lot and go to McDonald's before. Well, he was working there. Also, probably a little bit before he was working there, and we used to always do that. And we used to bring on Popeyes. We used to eat. And Nia JJ be in the front room. My grandma would be cooking. Like she said, like I said, she was a cook. She still cooking back then. But we bring Popeyes. And like, nah, ma, you can have it for them. You let them eat it. And my dad would see it. And he'd be like, why you ain't bring Popeyes for them? And why you ain't tell your grandma I was eating and then she had to cook all this food? I said, well, I mean, she was cooking for you guys too. I
You
mean,
just mad when you get juice like
that's what
that.
I'm saying. Boy, they used to hate me.
Listen, man.
Ooh, they gets me mad right now. It gets me mad. So,
Well, my mom tells me if I buy food and I bring it in the house, I have to bring some for David.
I was
I
about to
mean,
say.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. My grandmother understood it, and she said, "Well, I mean, y'all want to eat it? I mean, y'all can eat it." My dad was the person that didn't really understand it and didn't really like us doing that, and I never really got the point of him doing it where he can go buy the shit for them. But this is nothing. And my grandmother just say that for the mom. We eat out of the mom. She hate doing that too, though. But at the same time, I mean, it ain't go to waste. But it just be irritating me, man. And then I call her grandmother. Like I said, I call her grandmother, and that's what she said. And I said, "Gee, you might not even want to even pick us up for church because we ain't like going to church even for real, for real. We don't even want to go to church." And she was like, "Well, okay, I can pick y'all up next week." And I'm like, "Gee, but I said something less than like disrespectful to Sheem, and then you gonna really do that to me?" Like, I didn't really
Mm-hmm.
like going to church, meaning I didn't like waking up because we never really like to wake up for church. And she knew what I meant when I said that. I guess I shouldn't have said it right then and there. I should have just called her the next day and told her that. But that was young me. I ain't really paying no time, no attention to it. But nah, it was kind of funny. But nah, Sheen realized I didn't care, and I mean, and I can still see I am to this day that he don't care what he say, how he say it, who he say it to, and I was like, well, hey, you gonna learn the hard way, bro. Go learn your hard way, bro. That's why I gave up on a bunch of people. Bunch of people. I gave up on a bunch of everybody. I don't got time preaching and arguing and I told her I'm not even arguing. I told her, should I get my name on this house? You think we gonna be arguing in here? It gonna be me, maybe one of the dogs, or a cat, because I'm gonna get a cat. And crickets, because that's all we hear in here. Because it's our backyard
And
is
who will be
literally
there with you, bro?
full of fucking. I mean, okay, I don't mind. Shit, just know bunch of kids. No, no, fuck that. Nobody coming over. Yeah, sorry. No, I told my grandma. I said for when I be cooking out for holidays, I said I'm going to my friend's house. I said I'm going to their house and bring some food to their house. I'm not doing that in our house. I ain't doing that in my house. It depends on how I feel though. But I don't feel like doing that. Cooking, have everybody come
That's
over, and then I gotta clean
crazy.
up and cook food, and then I gotta put the food up, and then I gotta
Okay, but what
nah.
about your siblings that are small, that
But Nia and
can't
Jay,
live on their own?
they live with my
Yeah.
dad.
Oh, that's crazy. You kicking out to the curb. You was
I'm not
like,
kicking them
oh,
out.
yeah.
I'm not kicking them out. But that's their choice. That's their choice. So y'all live with dad or y'all live with me? Y'all live with me, y'all gonna learn how to actually live in a house together. Live in the house together. Not just I'm in the house, I go to school, I go out with my friends. That's not living. You just literally you're benefiting off. I call that benefiting. That's what I call. And
But they're kids. I wouldn't want my
but
siblings to go through
speaking
that.
about like I'm speaking in the future way. Meaning I got my house and stuff like that. So I'm a little older and they a little bit older too. So they old enough to get their own job and shit too. So yeah, y'all gonna be doing some, y'all gonna be doing some work too. And I may not feel like paying a bill 1 month or two. So I mean, you might want to you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come out of nowhere with it.
There's
I'm gonna give them the whole rundown. I'm gonna say this is how life works. They catch you out of the blue. You don't know what's happening, and there you go, 200, $300. Sorry, let's appeal. I tossed that shit right there on the bed.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
hey, yeah, yeah, I kind of spent too much money this month, so I'm gonna need you to pay the electric bill. Oh, you can't? I guess you're sitting in the dock. You get the candles out. Hey,
He gonna
Nah,
be
nah,
mad
nah.
as
Fuck
shit.
that. Fuck that. Fuck that. I ain't. Nah, fuck that. I'm not going. I'm not going. Listen,
honestly,
not have my decision because them.
personally,
I'm just turn the breakers off and they want to
you
let me
stupid.
That's
Hey, you
crazy.
wow. I
That's
ain't think of that.
crazy.
I ain't think of
I
that.
don't know. Personally, me, I see my mom struggle, like we struggle so much, and the feeling of your parents struggling or like
Seeing it,
you
watching it
not
happen, yeah.
having it, not having money. I don't like. kind of don't want to do that to my kids.
I
Like,
don't want to either, but I want to at least show them how it works, or how you can get affected by it, because it happened to me.
so
So I want to
for
show them at
me
least in the most
personally,
less dramatic
what?
way, though. Like, I don't want it to be as harsh as what happened to me, but I wanted them to actually see
Um,
and witness it at firsthand
no,
before it
like
happens to themselves by
what
themselves.
I want to do to humble them is like take them back to my home country for like a
Mm,
month.
mm. But that be the way too.
So
Like I
they,
said, everybody got their own different ways of doing it too, though. So
yeah, that's why me and
Yeah.
David are like, in a sense, we're kind of spoiled, but we're not like brats about it, you know? Like me and David not like, oh, you don't want to give me this shit, I'm gonna throw a fit. Like no.
they tripping like shit. I said, hey, you want to play the GTA 8? Yeah, you ain't playing that.
You say, hey, what the hell? That's crazy. If that shit
You-
still exists,
You mean GTA 6?
I was gonna say, boy, that
GTA,
could be.
That's a
yo, it
fight.
is
It's
gonna
coming out by
stay.
then.
It is gonna stay out for like.
I was like,
He
10 years. You think you won't have kids in within 10 years,
Nigga,
bro? That's
nigga,
crazy.
nigga, the PS7, yo, for real.
Now they're gonna have the PS6 Pro.
Yeah, Pro, yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah. Oh
cause we
man, that
still on the
hey,
5 Pro.
we gonna be
The
old,
Pro
yo.
haven't came out yet.
We gonna get the shakies and all that, like.
That's crazy. I'm gonna keep my PS4 so they could be like, oh my god, like
That's crazy
the.
though. Like the PS5 really gonna be like the low when
the
we
the
get older,
low.
bro.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
I'm
72
gonna
Even
get
still
the
the
playing,
Pro.
power.
boy. You tripping? Tripping. I'm saying, yeah, I'm still slapping you, kid. I'm still play Siege. I know Siege on PC out there. I'm
That's
gonna play Terrence Hunt.
crazy.
Damn, I just think about it now. Like the PS1, PS2 is technically old to us.
Those like,
Imagine it
those like
then
our
to
ancestors.
them.
In
Like that's crazy.
a way. Nah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, that's gonna be crazy wild though.
No, bro. Me
Yo,
and
I'm just
David,
thinking about that, but that's.
Hmm.
no, bro.
We
Low
old as
key,
fuck.
me and David got in a, I don't want to say an argument. I just got mad at him
What, just now?
because no, like a few days ago or like a week or two ago because something happened with my dad or whatever,
Mm.
and we was
I
just
already
sitting
know
around
how
the
it is.
table.
Mhm.
No, you know, on the first day of school, what he did, he fucking threw
What?
me the fuck off. He was riding around our neighborhood, and he gonna go see David at the bus stop on the first day of school,
Mhm.
and like tell him like, oh, I hope you have a nice school year. You know, have a conversation with him about it. I was like, he came home and they told me that shit. I was like, really, bro? Now he want to be father of the year, like really. I was like, now he want to be a parent, like really. And I was
Yeah.
like, telling David, I was like, David, let's be for real. Like, I'm more of a parent than your dad is.
Hmm.
Come on. Like, to you,
Wait.
I'm more of a parent than my dad is. I was like, yes or no. I told him, tell me why this motherfucker is gonna ignore me, not even answer the question.
It's not easy though.
Yeah.
He just didn't want to speak about it because he know I was gonna get mad about it. But it was like I prefer you tell me no or yes or like I don't want to
Yeah.
answer than just ignore me. That's what the fuck got me because I do basically everything for you and I literally help you out with everything that you need. You don't really call my dad just for money. Like you got a credit card from my dad. Like he literally got a credit card from my dad and he gives him a limit of $100
Mm, I need
a
that shit.
month. So like it's like really ironic to me like my dad just gives money and that's it. He thinks he's good. So like he does not do none of the parenting at all. I'm the one that like kind of does his side because anytime he doesn't listen to my mom or like he doesn't want to listen to reasoning, my mom tells me, "Oh, can you talk to him a little bit
That's what
or
my grandmother
like
do. Oh my
get in his
god.
head a little bit?" To like see what he where he at or like if you see him do something like he not going in the good path just like tell him what's wrong and what's right. So cuz David, I won't say that that's why I don't like really press out David like when we, because he might like argue with me, but he ends up doing it. He just likes to argue with me to push my buttons, but it's not like he won't do it. He'll go do it because I said so. But my thing
Yeah.
is, I got mad because he didn't answer. I went upstairs. I was eating. I just got from work and shit. I'm tired as fuck. I was like, you know what, David? Okay, that's all my answers. I was like, you got me fucked up. And my mom was right there. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, you got me fucked up. And I just went upstairs. I was like, you know what, mom? I'm just gonna go upstairs because I'm not about to argue with him because this is stupid. So I went upstairs, and then my mom calls me when he downstairs. She was like, you know, he doesn't like when you. So the only person that could talk shit about my dad is me. He don't like
Mhm.
when my mom talks shit or like talks bad about my dad. He doesn't like nobody talking shit about my dad but me because I have reasons for. Like he don't want to hear my mom has reasons, but he doesn't like my mom talking about him because you know that's his mom and that's his dad. They was together at one point, so he doesn't
Mhm.
like. So he was like, you know, he doesn't like those questions about you questioning like his dad and you know all that stuff because you know he wants to have his dad in his life. You keep questioning these things and stuff like that. He already
Mhm.
knows what you do and what he does. You don't have to like
Rub it in his
basically
face.
rub it in his face. But it kind of like really threw me off because it's like, why the fuck are you trying to pop out when he's going to 11th grade? You were supposed to be there when he got out like middle school or when he was in elementary when he like literally he didn't go on David's promotion when he was like in 6th grade. He didn't go to that. He didn't go to his promotion when he was going to go to high school. So like you haven't been there where we have been there. And like you don't even fucking deserve to go to David's graduation when he fucking graduates from high school. You better not ask for no motherfucking ticket because you're not getting one. That's what my headspace is at. Because we asked him if he wanted to go for David's promotion. He said no. He's busy with work. Asked him for the other promotion. He said no, but he was busy with work. But he been to all my stuff. So my mom's getting thrown off because he wants to come into my stuff, my promotions, my graduations and everything, but he doesn't pop up for David. So at this point it's like I'm getting really mad at David because it's like he's being too naive at this point. But at the same time I kind of understand him cuz I was at that point where he's at right now. He's growing up as a boy, as a male, and he doesn't have no like a
Mhm.
male figure to help him maneuver.
Yeah.
And like he don't got nobody to talk about like he's
The things.
growing.
Yeah.
Like we can't like my mom can handle me, but he can't really handle David cuz she's not a fucking boy
Mhm.
in a sense. So like I understand where David's coming from,
Cause
but
I
at
almost
this
got scared when you was talking. I was like, I hope you know. But I'm glad your mom spoke to you, cause I think the only difference between like my situation with my dad and your situation with your dad is that like I feel like with anybody's dad, I feel like my dad's the most emotional one. Like he's more into like his feelings, so he'll talk about his feelings, and he kind of prepared us to
no
express our
but
feelings.
the difference between your dad and my dad is that now that you're older, he's not like scared to hide anything, or if you ask him about it, he's gonna come forth and be truthful. With my dad,
Oh,
he
oh,
just
my dad. Okay.
your
Mhm.
dad. But
Mhm.
my dad, I'll ask him something right now about his like what's going on like with his life or anything, and he'll just tell me, "Oh, it's none of your business. Like it's my life. It's not gonna affect you. So move along."
No, but that's my point. My point is because my dad set us up emotionally, I think because all my siblings always heard, you know, Sada's the one that's gonna take care of you, Sarah's gonna be the one to do it, blah blah blah. If I
Mhm.
was to ask my brothers like right now, who was really there for you, me or dad? they're obviously gonna say me, but it's because my dad already kind of like set it up to where the responsibility would always be on me. But I still kind of let them. I don't really be like, especially because my dad, he did the same thing before he went to Ethiopia. Like, he didn't even tell me. He just took the picture and was like, hey, this is where the Mazda is. And that was it. He didn't say, okay, this is going to be my time where I'm leaving, da da da. All he did was he picked the boys up from school. Picked the boys up from the house at like 6 a.m. Was driving, talking to them, telling them that he loves them, all of that. Things that us girls didn't get. And dropped them off. And my brother texted me saying, oh yeah, dad's leaving. He's gonna land on this time, this and that. Like, basically give him all the information. But all I got at 11 a.m. is this is the, this is the where the cars are. I'm like, that's crazy. But I feel like because you didn't get the things that your dad is doing for David, I think you kind of took it out on him and was, or at least felt
No,
like he was.
no. My thing is, I could care less. At this point, I accepted the fact that he's not there for me or whatever. But my thing is, I don't like the fact that he keeps popping in and out of David's stuff because it's like, you did that to me. You fucked me
Hmm.
over, and now you want to fuck him over now.
But that's gonna be David's situation. Like, that's something
And
that
my
I'm
thing
even.
is, with David, is gonna be totally different because David's the type of person to cut him off and not give a fuck. And I just don't want that for him because at the end of the day, it's gonna fuck him up like real bad.
But I feel like whatever you're telling David right now, he's kind of gonna use it against you if he ends up doing that because now you already put into his head that you want him to acknowledge the fact that you do more than what your dad does. And then when it gets to the point where
No,
he
but
be
he knows I do more than my dad. He accepts that. I just told him I'm more of a parent to you than he is at this point. That's what I was telling him, and he just like ignored me. Okay, you could have said no.